Welcome back! Last time we talked about terrible things like gold smuggling, bribery, as well as election rigging. In case you haven't caught that video, I've included the link in the description. Check it out now! This time, we are going to look at something absolutely different. Did you know that in Zimbabwe, things are getting so expensive that people are forced to go to neighboring countries in order to buy their daily needs? Did you know that one time prices skyrocketed so bad that bread doubled prices? Even now, prices are still steadily increasing and it really sounds out of control. Economists call this process inflation. Now, mild inflation is quite common and is not even necessarily a bad thing. However, the level of inflation in Zimbabwe is shockingly high. Rapidly increasing prices cause people to panic buy, which means that the moment something comes onto the shelves, they get immediately lapped up by eager buyers. Why? Well, they fear that tomorrow, or even in a few hours, those goods will cost substantially more. So better grab everything you can manage, right? This can get quite aggressive, and it also means that most people couldn't even get their hands on any goods at all. Now, you may think, how is this situation so bad? And how is this all related to corruption? One of the problems is there's a lack of confidence in the currency and the government that operates it. You see, money is really just pieces of paper with fancy prints on them, right? If people suddenly start questioning, is this piece of paper really worth what it says it's worth? Then they would prefer to hang on to actual things rather than money. What do shop owners do in this situation? Well, they start to charge more for the same thing. And in turn, that makes everybody doubt the currency even more. And it becomes sort of a vicious cycle. If you recall, in the last video, we have seen how corruption allows things like gold smuggling to hurt the economy. In reality, corruption touches so many more aspects of the economy, and the constant fear of collapse adds fire to the inflation, making it so much worse than it needs to be. Corruption also affects how productive the country is, and if there's less produce, there are also less goods, and less goods will need to increase prices as well. As we speak, the Zimbabwean dollar is quickly becoming completely worthless. Interestingly, the government is not exactly doing nothing to try to salvage this impossible situation. Recently, they have announced a new currency named ZIG, or the Zimbabwe Gold, which is a gold-backed currency. That basically means this new money is guaranteed to exchange a certain amount for gold. For example, let's say the exchange rate is 10 ZIG for 1 ounce of gold. Then if you had 100 ZIG and you didn't want it, you can always exchange them for 10 ounces of gold instead. This new currency is supposed to replace the existing one and be sort of a more stable currency because of its gold-backed nature. However, this is not implemented quickly enough. What is more worrying is that even before the new currency is fully in use, it is already losing value from the original exchange rate of 13 ZIG to 1 USD and is now 20 ZIG to 1 USD. This doesn't look good at all, and it is difficult to see that this president and this government can restore the country to a better situation. Now, just like I said in my last video, we can all contribute in some small ways even if we can't exactly help with the political and economic situation in Zimbabwe. please consider donating for the better healthcare by joining my fundraiser at MSF. Simply click the link in the description and donate any amount you're comfortable with. With all that out of the way, I hope you learned some valuable information about corruption in Zimbabwe. Thanks for watching.